Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. And I'm joined by my brother from the best coast, which is the West Coast. Eddie is in the building. Yes, Eddie, what are you telling me, fam? You good?
My apologies on the lateness, people. It's all me. Flawless is entirely punctual. Put that on your boy. Put that on your boy. It's the end of the week, so people start
Yeah.
asking certain things at work. It's just it's my bad. It's my bad. It's my bad. You see, Flawless got the right colors on too for my dog. Shout out my Morehouse, my men of Morehouse men. We talk about we worldwide, baby. We worldwide. Just like Sarcasm City, we worldwide now.
Facts, 110%. Don't worry about being slightly late. I was slightly distracted anyway, because just as I was like posting out the link for the show and that, there's a Sarcasm City TV no context account on Twitter. I didn't create it. I need to ask the ManDem and check if one of the ManDem created it, but it wasn't me. So I'm just putting that out there. I just seen the follow. I was like, what is this? And ironically, the only post they put up the video is of me and Statman Baines when Ronaldo signed. Like, that's the actual clip that they've got up. So I think one of the ManDem created it. I'm gonna ask him in the group chat and see, but it wasn't me on it. But it's gonna be interesting to see.
Not me. I don't run the Twitter streets, please.
Yeah,
don't put me out there, put a blur on my face. I got people who need money from me. I got people who need other things from me. I am not where they say I am. You know what I'm talking about? So that's all I have. And shout out to the no context Twitter.
Yeah, but no context. So I was gonna have legit. If he wasn't going live, I was gonna ask in the group chat. I'm gonna ask the ManDem in the group chat and see if one of them created it. But yeah, please make sure you hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Big up to Khalid, you know what I'm saying, who joined the membership. The link for the membership, I believe, is in the pinned comment. If it's not, I will put that up. Don't worry about that. A shout out to Taza, who rejoined as well. Big up to RJ17, says big up from Delhi. Yeah, man, large up you, man. I'm watching all the way from Delhi. We really are worldwide. We'll get to your questions as well. Please keep all your questions, comments, Manchester United related, please. We should buy Gakpo in January and Usherman in the summer. We'll get to that. Big up Time to Shine. You know what I'm saying? Who says, damn Eddie, laughing him.
Uncomfortable truths, my boy.
And a big up to Shane, says big up Flawless and Eddie, two legends. Hey, salute to you every single time. But yeah, people, this is the last ManDem United podcast before the World Cup. So this will be the last one. It might be the last one of the year, actually. I haven't looked at the dates beyond the World Cup. But the Ronaldo saga is almost done. Obviously, his interviews out and player ratings so far this season. So Eddie, we'll go to you first and foremost on the Ronaldo interview. I know you've heard the quotes. I don't know if you watched part one, part two, or both. Let me know. All right, then.
Watch the whole. I'm an investigative reporter for Sarcasm City TV. I do my research. You dig what I'm talking about? I do my research. Pretty much, it was a goddamn joke. It was a goddamn joke. There was so many inconsistencies, right? And I got you know what? I gotta say this for one thing for sure. Fool me one time, shame on me. Fool me twice, it's fuck you forever. I don't give them second chances. I'm not one of them ones. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I knew mentally he was struggling when he walked off that pitch with the Spurs. I was like, this is a brother who doesn't understand how to handle that he doesn't have it anymore. And listen, that's sports. That's sports. You see this with all the greats. You see it with all the greats, but certain greats handle it better than others. And I'm just looking at this Ronaldo character act like a little like I reserved it for Derek Carr, but 403. You know what a 403 is?
Nah, what's a 403? Not sure what that is.
H-O with the E at the end. H-O with the E at the end. I won't say it because I don't know how things, but H-O.
Say it, but it's cool.
He's a blockbuster. He hits the pole. He's for them streets. He's for them streets. But it was selling himself with the ops of all people. With the ops. You out there selling with the Piers Morgan is an Arsenal fan, I just recently found out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You go on with him and you speak about the club like that. That's total op behavior. And again, so many inconsistencies. I love the club, but then you say you want Arsenal to win the Premiership. You don't give me some kind of it's United or nothing else. Just throw the damn trophy in the ocean. Let it swim with the ancestors type shit. That's what we talking about here at Manchester United. You love Ronaldo, bro. You love Ronaldo. And it's funny. Brother wants to talk about the youngsters. You know, they do things differently. They act out when it doesn't go their way. And here you are acting out when it ain't going your way. Mm-hmm. You say mentally they're soft. Here you are tapping out. Because don't be a mistake, people. When you walk out on the squad, that's you tapping out.
Facts.
No matter how you cut it, people say, oh, yeah, he walked out on the manager. No, he walked up on Anthony, Fred, Casemiro, Bruno, Delo. I mentioned those guys because I know for a fact those are the guys who will do anything in this world for a guy like Ronaldo.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's who they do it for. Mm-hmm. You were who they, again, brother, remember I told you Anthony was the captain, the team can't go back? Then the quotes came out. He said, I was doing tricks on the drug dealers, homie. I was really out there. That's what he said. His words, not mine. His words, not mine. And I told y'all that's how he played the game. But then you got Ronaldo over here. You want to talk to Piers Morgan about Instagram followers. That's IG thoughtish behavior.
That is true.
We don't speak on IG followers, my boy. That's man code. Give a fuck about some IG followers when I'm out here scoring goals. Don't play with me like don't. I'm not stupid. I'm not one of them, bro. I'm not going for these tricks in these games that he's trying to put out. Oh, the Glazers are corrupt. Shit.
Yep.
Here in 2008, 2009, you saw the whole thing go down, bro.
You seen everything that happened. You seen he was hit during the green and gold thing. Facts. Bro. Facts. Carry on.
Yeah. You was hip to this. You knew your joint, the whole room was about to shift. You left ahead of the curve. You're not dumb, bro. You may act dumb for your own self-interest, but you're not dumb. So people, don't let him game you. I know we got a bunch of smart people in this chat. He ain't gaming not none of y'all. I'm looking at these comments. He's not. No. If you ask Roy Keane, if you ask Wayne Rooney, who do you want to win the Premiership? Who are they going to say? Do you think they'll ever fix their lips to actually say Arsenal? And Wayne Rooney doing the 50 Cent mean, why you say fuck me? You know what? Here's the thing with the Man City link. I'll get to that too. I don't know, and I don't care. Maybe Manchester City was sniffing around it. Maybe they tested. I don't know. They didn't sign him, though. So ultimately, who cares what they thought they were going to do? What did they do? You were on a free. Anybody in the world could have taken you.
My bad.
No,
I come back and Eddie just going off. Eddie, the floor is yours.
They put the Man City thing, and I said, listen, bro, I don't know what was said to who. What I do know is they didn't sign your ass. That's what I do know.
Even my Don, who I just spoke to, is a United fan, and I was saying I was on there because he's trying to set up his own thing. Shout out to South Money Flavors. And literally, as I just got off the phone, he just messaged me and he just put hashtag CR7 out. You know what I'm saying?
Let it be known. Let it be known. Because you see, the problem is, fellas, you know what it is, man? You know what it is, bro? See, we got good memories. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We remember what was said, what was typed. We remembered y'all people in the chat. Wait on it. Telling us to wait on it. I've been waiting. And now I celebrate.
Yep.
Because I was right. Flawless was right, and you were wrong. And the good thing about Flawless is, Flawless came from a place of compassion. But y'all turned him into this monster. Y'all did that. We did that. Ronaldo did that, and y'all did that.
Facts.
He had love for the guy.
Still
do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey man, I came with the hand out. I said, hey man, chill. Hey man, chill. Okay, you know how it is. Like, yo, you chill. All right, now you're doing too much. You see how the energy just switched like that? That's what y'all put my boy through. That's what we gonna do. So, Facts. And I didn't even peep that he called Rooney a rat, because again, that's I gotta smack you in the mouth type behavior.
That's too far. Don't need to call him a rat.
You know what I'm saying? A rat, bro?
No need.
We don't even go. Murtaza got that salt in the system still, so he might go call Bruno a rat. I just say Ratatouille. I say your mom. Murtaza is different great people. Shout out Murtaza in the chat.
Shout out Taza every time.
But I'm being real, like, yo, I'm cool off of this. They're gonna try and terminate the contract. Okay. Mm-hmm. I believe it when I see it. Because unlike him, you know, I just don't balk at contract offers being, you know, just doing what I want them to do. When I sign my contract, I understand some stipulations that come to it. So shit. They might say, yo, sit this one out, Playboy. They might, because again, he's not going to Saudi Arabia. I would tell somebody, hey, you know, bring a Budweiser into Qatar, try and figure out a way to sneak it into his bag and tell the authorities. That way you got to get locked up for a little bit. But, you know, they'll play that Budweiser, dog. Look what y'all talking about. Y'all better, hey, y'all English folk going over there, y'all better relax.
Yeah, serious people, man. Respect their countries. If they say you can't drink, don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm drinking now, but if you go to a place and they say they can't drink, that's like me going to Eddie's yard and Eddie's like, yo, don't smoke up in it. I'm not going to smoke. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Take your shoes off. Like, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Don't smoke. Like, that's just common courtesy. Like, I'm going to go, I should be able to smoke in there. No, that's his house.
Crazy,
that's their country. That's their rules. You know what I'm saying? If they saying you can't drink, you can't drink. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't go there. I like to drink, as you can see right now, people. As Eddie would say, you know what I'm saying? That yak. You know what I'm saying?
Yak, hello.
That yak. Hello.
That yak, yeah.
That yak, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, go on, carry on.
Don't bring up that. No, we don't need to bring two more clowns into the circus, man. We'll keep this conversation situated on one clown. But yeah, bro, let me tell you something. For real, like, I have never seen that much narcissism on one stage in my life.
It's crazy.
Other than when fucking Yeezy and Jay-Z did the Watch the Throne joint. Other than that, I ain't see that. That shit was crazy, bro. That was just like, you can tell, like, at a certain point, Pierce, I think he went even a little bit off script when he started talking about the transfers. They were like, yeah, let's wrap this shit up. So I'm sitting here, I'm just like, So you mean to tell me y'all had that whole little pity-patty conversation? They're gonna talk about just chatting bullshit. It wasn't talking about much. And to the family thing, again, I don't play with family. You know me,
Facts.
like I don't talk about people's family situations.
Facts.
I try to keep it as football as possible.
Keep it football related.
100%. Just anything football related, right? So the conversation surrounding him and what United did with him in his grieving process, I'm uncomfortable people even knowing that, and he feels like he needs to give that to the public in order for him to understand where he's coming from, right? Like, I find it very difficult for people to sit here and act like fucking Ten Hag doesn't have a heart.
Yeah, because he didn't just say Ten Hag, he said that it was like the hierarchy. And that's one thing I'll say is if the hierarchy did not support that man and did not believe him, they need to be punished. 110%.
Here's the thing though. I can't believe that if Ten Hag would not be involved in that conversation.
That's true. He would have been involved in it, but he didn't say because Piers Morgan didn't press him and say names. We don't know who exactly he's talking about when he says the club didn't believe me. The club's a lot of people, so we legit don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I And so what, the hierarchy like mandates that you show up to work, you're getting fined. All right. I'm sure somebody will step up to the plate because again, that's some soulless type things to if somebody's going through that with their child. For me to sit here and think that they would for this United season, I can understand if projected favorites, people are cutthroat at that situation. People do a lot to win shit if they especially have a chance. But for the fucking preseason, and you're however old you are, nah, bro. They give the older players a lot more latitude in the preseason. They say, yeah, you don't got to play that much. You can play 15 minutes, come get a look, and then go right off. That's why it's so hard for me, but I don't want to, get too much into that. But yeah, bro, 2 hours. Unfortunately, I'll never get back. At least I was doing something productive while I was doing it. Just a bunch of nothing. Just a bunch of nothing. Like just jokes all around. And again, inconsistencies were the best part. Because it's always funny, right? At least for me, this is my sense of humor. When a dickhead doesn't get the idea that he's actually being a dickhead in this situation, and he continues to show himself even more, and then people are just laughing like, yeah.
Yep.
And then the funniest thing was then Graham Souness want to come out of the hole that he lives in. I don't know, just chatting bullshit with peers again, talking about, yeah, he deserves it. He did, like, bro, we served this man every type of goal you can imagine in a Europa League game, and he missed every single one but one. Did he score? I don't even know if he scored.
I think he scored in the projects, as you called it. You know what I'm saying? He sued in the projects, and that. He did score one in the Europa League. Can't remember who it was against. I think he got one. I think he's got 3 goals in total.
Because I think one came against.
One was Everton. He scored the winner against Everton. Yeah. He scored the winner. He scored the
title charge Everton. That's who he really, he put Pickford on his ass. Yeah,
he played well that game. He did. It was a good finish as well.
Came on as a sub, but I digress. But yeah, that's all I got for it, bro. We don't deserve that much. It's like for people to go crazy over it. Listen, I could imagine if you go crazy because he said something really thought-provoking. But honestly, when it came to the Glazers, he copied our whole fucking flow. It is what it is.
Stole our whole fucking flow. Bar for bar.
That's what he did, and he got little points. Now, this is what if that Glazer shit happened like this, right?
Cool.
He got the whole motherfucking team on the interview, and they start talking shit. Then it's the team has come out and said, this ownership is letting us down, is letting the fans down. We're not doing enough. Then I'm like, okay, that's some Ronaldo put together shit that I can never believe. But you want to know why he'd never do that? Because he never shared that much camera time with that many motherfuckers. He was mad he had to share with peers. He would have interviewed himself. If he had the opportunity, I swear to God, he would have interviewed himself. He would have asked himself the question.
He would have done the mirror thing.
Yeah, Ronaldo, how do you feel? Is everything? I'm okay, man. I'm good. I'm people don't like me. I'm like fucking strawberries. Who says that weird shit?
Yeah, that was a bit fruity. That was a bit fruity. I'm
just stopped, bro. I don't know what to say anymore about this guy that I haven't said. Arrivederci, bye, au revoir. You got me speaking different languages to tell you to get the hell on, leave my club, and that's it, bro. That's all I've got.
It is in regards to obviously I've spoke often about this interview from the quotes. I recap part 1. Also, this is part 2. Well, it's part 2 yesterday. I feel like I've been full of and funded because all the best quotes was in the trailer. And I'm watching the full thing. Part 1 was like, I'm just talking from an entertainment standpoint. People are just like expecting. He didn't say anything like, oh my God, in part 1. Part 2, there was a little bit more. Again, the majority of the interview, I don't have any disagreement. I don't have any issue with. Like I said, minus the criticism of Rooney, Neville, and Ten Hag. I have no issue with the rest of the interview. No problem with the rest of the interview. But he's just the wrong messenger at this point because I understand where it's coming from. I keep stating this, people. And when I say I understand where it's coming from, it's because he's not playing well. That's what that is. Because all of the issues were here when he got here. All of the issues were here before he got here. So either you're telling me one of two things. Either he didn't do his due diligence before coming to the football club, or he's seen all of these things and didn't care because Ollie was in charge and he knew he was going to play every game and he was going to play every game from minute 1 to minute 90, and he knew the team was going to self-serve him. Ollie was going to kiss his ass and there was going to be no issues. Whether he played well, whether he played poorly, there was no accountability. That's what it was. So either way, either or, I know you don't have the best interest of the football club at heart. And that's cool. Again, this ain't a relationship. I understand Ronaldo doesn't love Manchester United. Just don't lie about it. Because like I said, we had our worst ever season last season. So the perfect time to do this interview and call out the Glazers and call out the club and call out that the facilities are not good enough and Manchester United are not competing at the highest level. But you didn't do that. You know why? Because quote unquote, you had a good, on stats wise, you had a good season. You were the top goal scorer. You scored 18 goals in the league. You scored 24 in all competition. The conversation was built around Ronaldo. But now all of a sudden we got a new manager in, a better manager. The team is now playing better. All of the attackers are playing better. We're defensively better. We are a better team overall. I think we've won 14 out of our last 21 games or something like that. But because you're not playing, now it's, right, look at the Glazers. Look at the facilities. You know what I'm saying? Look at the food. Look at the chefs. It's all this extra stuff. The manager don't respect me. The young players don't respect me. What does that have to do with you not performing? Again, I was saying this on Big Six Months yesterday, and I said it again on the Q&A yesterday. Ronaldo, the reason why Ronaldo's doing all this, so we're not talking about his poor performances. Now the conversation is the interview. Because if we actually looked at his poor performances, that's a whole different conversation. Because he started 8-9 games, people, and hasn't played well in one. He hasn't played 7 out of 10. He played 6 out of 10 or above in any of the games he started. All his best performances have been off the bench. The Everton game that we just mentioned, off the bench. The Arsenal game, off the bench. That tells you all you need to know. He don't care about the football club, which is cool. I have no issue with that. Just don't lie about it. That's my main thing. And that's why I don't give him credit. As much as I like the fact anybody sticking it on the Glazers is a good thing, that's why I don't give him credit for it. Because if you was okay, you wouldn't care about that. Like I've said before, I say again, Ronaldo's one of those people who will drown the whole ship because he can't be captain. I can't fucks with that. That energy's off to me. That energy is way, 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 way off to me. I'd rather be number 4 on a winning team than number 1 on the second side. That's Ronaldo for you, though. He'd rather Manchester United have our worst ever season, everybody be playing bad, the manager not being good enough, but he'll score goals. No one can't tell me Manchester United this season are not miles better than we were last season. So if you're a Manchester United fan, surely you should be happy about that. Guess who's the only person that's not happy about that? Cristiano Ronaldo. That tells you all you need to know. Go on, someone lie to me in the chat and tell me that we were in a better state last season than we are this season. Everything is better. The manager's better. Defensively, we're better. The midfield is better. Offensively, we're better. As a team overall, we're better. We're much more confident. We have better players. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But we move. It is what it is. But people, like I say, I was right. I know I was right. People won't say, oh, Flawless, I was wrong. You was right. You know what I'm saying? But I said all this at the start. From before we signed this man, I said this. The clip is out there with me and Statman Baines on his channel. Ironically, I was with Baines. I keep stating this. When we signed him, I said I didn't want him.
Yes, I can interrupt you. What's his stance on this?
Bainesy saying, Bainesy saying he has to go. Even Bainesy saying he has to go.
I'll just leave it at that with that, brother. Because, again.
Even Bainesy saying he has to go. But you lot bump up the likes as well. Big up everyone who's locked in. Bump up the likes. Make sure you do that. Subscribe to the channel. We have gone past 4,500 subscribers. So it is road to 5K people. It's road to 5K. So what we're going to get into now, player ratings, people. So far this season, player ratings. And there's no one better to do Manchester United player ratings with than Eddie. Trust me. For those that seen the ones last year, hilarious. So we will get into the player rating. So we will start with the goalkeeper, David De Gea. Chat to me. And what we'll do is people, so people understand, before you go, Eddie, people understand the scale. So so it's on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 to 2 is extreme, is woeful, should be sold. You know what I'm saying? 3 is poor. 4 is below average. 5 is average. 6 is above average. 7 is decent, good. 8 is great, 9 is exceptional, and 10 is damn near perfect. So that is the scale. So 0 to 2 is woeful. We don't want to see you, like, your performances are Hall of Shame performances. 3 is poor. 4 is below average. 5 is average. 6 is above average. 7 is decent/good. 8 is great. 9 is exceptional. And then 10 is out of this world, damn near perfect. So we'll start with David De Gea. What are you saying, Eddie? David De Gea.
And now, people, I got these glasses on, but I ain't gonna be grading like no African science teacher. All right, so I'm gonna be chill. I'm gonna be cool with mine. Let me go ahead and give David De Gea, David. You know they probably say in his country.
What are you saying about De Gea?
I still got them first 2 weeks in my head, dog.
So we are doing it off this season, the overall people. So the Premier League games, Europa League games, Carabao Cup game as well. So we're throwing all them in the middle.
All right, I'm gonna stand up tall when I say this one. I'm gonna give him a 6.
You're saying he's been above average. Okay, why? Go on.
Above average. He's been above average. He's teetering he's more towards the 7 than the 5, though. You dig what I'm talking about?
That's fair.
If I was to go anywhere else, it'd be a 7, more than a 5. But distribution has improved. Shot stopping has improved. Commanding the box has improved. But I'm not letting go of what I saw at the beginning half of this season. There are brothers who have been balling out since the beginning of this season. There are brothers who caught up a bit slowly now. So, big dog, DDG, I gotta give you a 6, bro. I gotta give you a 6. Solid comeback season is on the horizon, though. This could go up. It could go up. But I'm still seeing some of the mistakes. The Aston Villa game was a bit shaky for me. You looked a bit scared in that moment.
Oh, you talk about the free kick.
You know what I'm talking about? It's just so I'm gonna give him a 6, but I'm not gonna bash him. Compared to what I was saying about that brother last season, it's an improvement. It's an improvement.
I think it's the chat saying 7. I think he's been, because the first 2 weeks wasn't good, but outside of that, like you said, his distribution has improved. His coming off the line has improved. His shot stopping is normally good anyway. I would say the chat is saying a 7. You're saying a 6. So we'll go 6.5. We'll go 6.5. I think that's fair. I think that's 6. I was edging towards a 7, but the fact you said 6 will meet in the middle of the rating and say 6.5. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the 6.5. All right, so David De Gea is 6.5. Right. Tom Heaton, Henderson, Dubravka, we ain't seen like that. Okay, we will go to Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot.
Ooh.
What are you saying, Eddie?
I give him a 7. I give him a 7. He didn't play in the first 2 games. If I remember correctly, he was still injured. And that's the only reason I'm not giving him higher is because of the injuries. When he's been there, he's been solid. City turned us over after he left. So I can't put the City one on him too much.
I think he played. Did he? I think he
played. We went down like 2-0. He was on the pitch. But then when they started putting up that 6, you just stop talking about that shit. We'll give him a 7. Give him a 7.
You saying a 7? The chat Ruger saying 7.5. KJ says 9. Nathan says 9. Time to Shine says 7. Ruger says 8. Shane says the low 8 to 8.5. I would say, I think the low's been very good this season. I can't lie.
Did you say the low or
the low? The low. Oh, my bad. Yeah, the low.
The low? Oh, Brother King the 9.
Oh, you saying a 9?
That's
okay, talk about
dog.
it. He said
that's
okay.
My dog. Oh man, let me tell you about Diogo. Like, listen, man.
Go on, talk about it.
OJ ever did one thing right and get them trophies. He got us the low. Hello. I mean, I'm up there, bro. Best right back in the league type shit.
Talk about it, man.
I'm up there, bro. Creation, defense, work rate, attitude. playing for this shit, like really playing for this club. Nah, man. Talking to 2. I gotta give him a 9. Like he's just been. I told you he's in conversations for our best player of the year, just because of how consistent he's been in these games. Like I don't think he might have had 1 or 2, but not enough to for me to like generally remember what he's been going through. Like, bro, it's been his play has been phenomenal. His play has been phenomenal, bro. It's crazy. I love watching him play the position because it's the modern day stuff that we were looking for. It really is. Like, you want a fullback who can put in chances, score when he can, hold his side of the pitch down, and just be engaged. And yeah, man, I fuck with him tough, man. I really do. I think he's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal this season. So yeah,
I think he's been very good. So you're saying a 9 for the low?
9 for the low.
I wouldn't look past him being exceptional. I'm with the low 9. That works for me. Okay. We will go to Tyrell Malacia. We'll go Malacia.
Started off hot, cooled down towards the end. He started to pick it back up. We started to see that mentality, that Bobby Schmurda. I'm talking about that GS9
about a week ago.
Not the one who went out and got reformed. I'm talking about the one who wasn't out. You
talking about the one that threw the hat. You know what I'm saying?
GS9 Bobby Schmurda. That's what I was saying at the beginning half. I saw the dance hall Bobby, the back half. Now I'm getting back to GS9. So I'll go 6. I think he's exciting prospect, right? I think Ryan, a 5 is fair but I think just the beginning of the season, he was so nice. Like he was such a breath of fresh air from what we had seen.
Yeah.
Right. Like again, I will get to him later, so I don't even want to waste my time speaking on, but we had that other brother playing left back, and we saw what that was about.
Oh, we're gonna get to him next. Don't worry about
it. I'm watching him and I see the future. The only thing that needs to improve is how he sees the field. That's it. And how the decision making, but he's a better version of Juan Bissaka, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like he's had some matchup problems with certain people, but he's had other games where he's done fairly well against the competition placed against him. So I'll go 6.
6,
I think understand. Yeah, I can understand people going lower than that, or even
6, 5. I think 6 to 5 is fair. I think if you say average, above average, I think that is fair.
Okay,
I think that is fair because at the start was very good, but then he kind of tailed off. But I think
that's the thing. Like if he kept the energy up, I think the energy. I'm not saying because energy is never his problem. It's just his decision making. Sometimes puts him in situations to where he gets extremely exposed. So that was like the fucking Europa League game that we won 3-2. It was him and Sancho bullshitting, but to be fair to Sancho, he held up the ball for no damn reason, and that allowed the counter to maintain. They went on and score a goal. So yeah, I think 6 to 5 we're in a great. So I'll go 6, but I'll go 6 because I think 5.
I think it's 6.
5 is like I said last time. Nobody's getting higher than a 5. That means something. I got some 5s though. Trust me.
You did say that. You did say that last time, innit? I don't think anyone's lower than a 5. There might be 1 or 2.
No. There's some brothers lower than a 5. Trust me. I got you.
So we're saying 6 for Malacia. All right, that's fair. All right, we'll go on to Rafael Varane.
7. 7. If he stayed healthy,
probably 8, innit? If he stayed healthy, because I think he's most. I think he's been very good. So I think 7 is about right. You know what I'm saying? I think 7.5 has been about right, to be honest. He hasn't had I don't think he's had a game where I looked at him and went, Varane was awful today. I don't think so. Not the one that I can think of. I think a 7 for Varane is fair. All right, we'll go on to Lisandro Martinez.
Ooh, the butcher coming. I don't want to get too excited when I talk about this brother, bro. I don't want to be out here looking like Piers Morgan every time he sees a picture of Ronaldo. But let me tell you something, man. I might have to do it, dog. We talking about culture changing.
Talk about it.
We talking about mentality, not even monster, mentality demon.
Talk about it.
I might have to, because he might actually have to be the undisputed player of the season. I might have to give this brother a 10, man. I can't even front. I can't even front, dog. Because with him,
talk about it. Sell it.
Because with him, it's so much more than just the football, dog. It's so much more. It's the mentality shift of that entire back four. When I tell you this man has single-handedly transformed the way I look at all them brothers, I can't escape that. I went from Harry Maguire to this unknown Argentinian center back who they said was too short, to now damn near this brother is undisputed in conversations with Saliba for best center back in the league right now.
And a lot been very, very good.
He's been solid. It's because with him, with Varane, you know, it's the defending with Varane. It's the sweeping. With him, it's just playing football. He just happens to play center back. That's how I view him. Like, I'm looking at the passes. He passes better than Bruno. Let me say that for sure. He passes way better than Bruno. He passes better than McTominay. He passes better than Fred, maybe on his best on some of his days, but like he's up there with one of the best passers in our team. And then you couple that with the tenacity. Oh my God. We gotta like, if for me, that's my captain. That's who I say should be captain of United, because he embodies what we've been looking for all this time. And so 10 might be extreme. If you don't want to give 10s out because we're not necessarily,
I would have said a 9. That's what my thought process is going.
But if we just, like I say, we just talking pitch, like he ain't 9 is fair. Me, I gave him that extra, extra credit.
Yeah, man.
It's like you got to change up here with us, bro. Like people were getting used to that soft shit.
Thanks.
That's what it was for me.
So we're saying him 9. Cool with that. Victor Lindelof.
9, we'll go him. Victor Lindelof?
Yeah, Lindelof.
Oh, that's a 5.
Yeah, he's done all right. He's actually been okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's just, he just shows us why he's Linda. So, like, I think it's because his standard was been at the floor.
Yes, facts. It doesn't help that we don't.
He went from the sidewalk, how some people got that step up to their house. He went right there. Like, it's useful, but it ain't, it is what it is. It's just there,
Yeah. I'd say 5. And to Emmanuel, it says this is how we wait, what are you saying? He said this is how we gas players. I'm a Martinez fan, but we put players on a pedestal, and when it goes wrong, just a little the sky's falling. That doesn't help the player of the team. Now, here's the thing is, I don't think it does. I think Martinez deserves his plaudits. Martinez is the only one I think deserves like a 9. I wouldn't give anyone higher than a 9. Nobody gets higher than the 8 because we're not even in the top 4, which is even an achievement. I disagree with that. If we was all of a sudden in the top 4, it wouldn't make that much of a difference to player ratings to me. That's just me, though. I don't look at it like that. But I think Lindelof's a 5. I think it's fair. All right. Harry Maguire.
On the pitch, I give him a 5. Just like Lynn, I think they've both been the same, but because he ran his stupid mouth, he gets a 3. So next, that's all I got for Harry Maguire.
Right, cool. If we're saying
no patience.
I'm surprised you went 5 initially, but all right, 3.
No, I went 3 because I subtracted -2 because he just ran his mouth. He thought he was that guy. We let you know you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Oh shit! Last defender. I can't believe we forgot him. Luke Shaw. He's actually been decent this season.
He had a Luke Shaw week.
Yeah, he's
Luke Shaw is got them 3 to 4 games where you're like, God damn.
Yeah, like I think he's been decent.
The old Luke Shaw was coming out.
Yeah, I think overall this season, I can't say he's been bad. I'd probably give him this season, probably say about 5-6. I think that's fair.
5-6?
Yeah, I think that's fair for Luke Shaw.
He has.
I can't remember him having too many. Yeah, the Brentford, like the first he played. Did he play against Brentford? I know he played against Brentford. I'm not sure if he played against Brighton. But other than that, I think Luke Shaw's been decent. The chat saying Shaw 5, 6.5. Luke Shaw gets a 7, 6, 6. See, it's about that. I would say.
Let me bring my super soaker to this party. He gets a 5.
You're saying 5.
I seen last time I checked, Daniel James beat him in the 40-yard sprint.
Yeah, he got quiet.
That's what I'm. That's. He did this little thing at Aston Villa, got us that goal back. But he's been getting cooked. I'm telling you, bro, it's the athletes with Luke Shaw, man. If you just had him, I don't even know, I think people have said like back 3 center back.
Oh yeah, left-sided center back in the 3 is his best position, without doubt. But he has been better this season.
Yeah, last season I probably didn't give him a grade. I probably gave him something crazy. So
yeah, I think you would in the play rate, and you was like, yo, NAs. Like there was a lot of NAs. So Luke Shaw, you saying 5?
5.
All right, cool. Right, we will go on to Casemiro.
Ooh,
Casemiro. I think he's been very, very good.
Very good.
I can't really dispute too many, even his, you know what I'm saying, even his worst performances. Like, even his bad performance, which is probably Everton, he still won the ball back and set up a goal. Like, that was his best performance. I think at 8, I would say 8 for Casemiro.
Yeah, 8.
I think
Emmanuel, brother. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that for Danny James. Do you call that brother an Olympic sprinter? 100-meter sprinter? You better relax, man. I fuck with you, Emmanuel, but you need to relax, brother.
Yeah, he's saying Dan James is that because that James is quick, but you know what I'm saying?
And he had a head start. Let's not act like Luke Shaw didn't have a head start here. This is not the first time Luke Shaw has been cooked.
Because he did get cooked by the Brentford player.
He got cooked by them brothers. Like, come on.
Yeah,
these brothers, you gotta watch these games, man. Don't play with me like that. You my dog.
He did get cooked by the Brentford player. That is right. That is a fact. You did get cooked.
Yeah, Casemiro gets an 8.
I think an 8's fair. Yeah, James, he did get man of the match for 7. That's the crazy part. Like, but he was Casemiro, because remember he got caught for their goal, but then for the winning goal, he won the ball back and then played it to Ronaldo. I think an 8's fair. And I think if you take out that Everton game, that's his only game I look at and go, yo, you was really bad. All right, 8 for Casemiro. Okay, we'll go. Christian Eriksen.
8.
You saying 8?
Just like, I'm a bit more patient with him because he's another one who changed our lives in the span of him coming here, bro. Like, all we asked for was stability in the midfield, and then when he came, that was a symbol of that stability that we asked for. Like, I don't know how many games we win if he's not on the pitch, bro. I swear. Like, I'm telling you.
He is key to what we do. He is key.
And just the technique of it all, bro. In the middle of that pitch, calm, cool, collected, playing these types of passes that our players need in order to be effective. The Arsenal game, he was outstanding. I'll never forget that performance. Like, he was just doing his thing out there. Man, yeah, of course, towards the back end, you started to see the fatigue catch up to him, I believe. You know, whether it was just I think the fatigue was a big part.
I think it was fatigue. Because that's why the chat is saying it's a mix between 7 and 8. That's why I would have probably went 7.5.
Yeah, that's solid too. That's solid too. I just like, his initial impact, we felt it. And so one of the managers signing again that's just, really contributing. So I gotta give him an 8, but I'm all good with 7.5.
Well, all right, 7.5. All right, Scott McTominay.
6 to 7. 6 to 7.
I think a 6 is fair. I think he had a very good start. And then he kind of tailed off, but I think his start was good.
He was one of the Ten Hag revelations. One of the players that, like, we seen what he can do with actual coach. You leave him to his own devices, he'll do some wild shit out there. But you give him some kind of direction, became a top-tier club bouncer. I did appreciate that about his game. So just keep brothers out the club. I think the Jesus or the Joseph, as I call him, I think he was one of the first ones he kicked out the club. Got that yellow card, So him a 6. Yeah.
6, I think at 6 is there. I was thinking 6. Above average. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, he's been above average. Like, if you combine new McTominay with old McTominay, it's about 6. Because he was at one point, rightfully so, keeping Casemiro out the side. Like, rightfully so.
That's it.
Oh, we gotta give him credit for that. We do. So I'd say a 6 is fair. I think a 6 is fair. All right, Fred.
6. 6. If people want to go 5, they can go 5. I would have
probably said a 4. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember that. When's Fred I'm not with. Yeah, man. Off the bench, he's been good, but I remember like he had a few poor games. So I would have said below average. I would say 4. Chat say, let us know in the chat. You lot can be deciding because
this
said 6. I said 4.
Again, my shit is colored in a certain way as a deacon at the Pastor Fred Emmanuel church. So I'm gonna let the chat take. I'm gonna look at the chat and see what they say. Then I'll take it from them.
Yeah, Tasa said 4. James said 4. Daredevil said 5. CHB, we need a number from you, my guy. It's good to see new people in the chat. Hit us with a number. Shane, I think he said 6. Dan Chan says 5 just because of the Spurs game. Do we think he's been average overall, people? Is that what we're saying? Has Fred been Fred? 4.5, 5 for the max.
Shout out for this.
Yeah, that's why I would probably say, about, let's say 4.5 people. We'll go 4.5 because I don't think he's been average. I do think even for Fred, he's dipped below what Fred can do. So I would say 4.5 for me. I would say 4.5.
CHB, you're talking my type of language, but I can't speak that right now. I can't do it. I'm shooting water pistols right now with a gunfight. Not looking too good, bro. Yeah, I'll go 5. I ain't y'all, so I'm gonna go 5.
You're saying 5. I'm saying 4.5. All right, you pick your own people. It's between 2. It's 4.5, 5. It's in that region. I was saying Bruno Fernandes.
The complex case that is Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Because at one side, I'm like, yeah, some bullshit dealing with this brother. But on another side, I'm like, this brother runs so damn much. I don't understand how he does it. That's why he plays. People understand it. It's not because he's technically gifted, people. It's because the brother runs all over this motherfucker. I've never seen it. I've never seen this dude. This dude can run for days.
Yeah.
So, and that plays well in the pressing system, right? So.
Taz is at 4. That's too harsh. Bruno's not been a 4.
No, it's not a 4. And again,
Bruno, he's not been below average.
And I won't even go 5. I'll go 6.
I was thinking 6, 7. I think he's been decent, like a lower 7. Yeah. I think he's been decent.
He's starting to get together goal-wise towards the back end before the World Cup break, getting some to bang. So I'll go 6. But yeah, bro, I couldn't.
The chat's saying 6. All right, I was gonna say 7, but the chat's saying 6, 6.5 seems to be between 5. Yeah, let us know. We need more. Nothing more than a 5 or 6, says Daredevil. All right, since the chat, we'll let you lot take this one. We'll say 6. I personally would have went 7, but if you lot are saying 6, I think he's been decent. I think he's been better than above average.
Because again, it's like only time it really bit us in the foot. And this is the first time. Because again. Imagine the last time I saw Bruno before the season started, I said he should have gotten an assist for passing to that Crystal Palace player, which he actually did. That led to a goal. So then it comes to this season against Fulham. How they get the goal? Should let the ball go out, but instead he's trying to be saucy, which he's not. Brother, some dry chicken. Next thing you know, they got it, and it is what it is. So. He's made his mistakes, but he also, has been Bruno and McTominay.
What did we give McTominay?
I think we gave him a 6.
Did we give him a 6? Yeah, I don't think there's been too much difference. Forget James Jones. There was new McTominay.
Yeah,
like new McTominay had his what's it called in that? You know what I'm saying? He had that high. Like Bruno's not had that high. Yeah, like I think McTominay's had that high and had the low. Bruno's not had that high. He's been pretty much the same.
Just this. That's it.
So that's why I would say I legit at James. I did say Bruno 7, but the chat said 6. That's why I say 6.5.
Yeah,
but I don't think there's much between McTominay and Bruno. To be honest, there's a 0.5 in there.
it's really not that big of like a gap that people might believe. I think the only thing that's different is, the people who were rooting for one side more than the other. That's it, really. Our fault.
Yeah, no stress, fam. It's all good. Yeah, I would say 6.5. We'll say /6/6.5. All right. So only played a few games actually, but Donny van de Beek, has he played enough to get rated?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, it's crazy.
Let me see how many games Donny's actually played. If you ain't played 5 games, we ain't rating you people. Just pointing that out there. I don't know if he's played
5 games now.
Let me see.
I know he played some Europa.
Let's see. I think he only played like 2 Europa. I think so. Let me see. Let me have a look here. Nah, he's only played 4 Premier League games. And he's played 7 overall, actually. He's played 2 in Europa and then 4 Premier League games. So he's played enough to get rated, to be honest. Man, I'm saying Donny, need to see more of Donny. You can't get rated. He's barely played. All right, fair.
I wouldn't feel too comfortable giving him.
Right, that's fair. If that's what the chat is saying, that is fair enough. Hey, you lot bump up the likes as well. There's 40 of you lot locked in. Bump up the likes, subscribe. Believe that's all the midfielders. Yes, because Diallo's on loan, Palestri, Hannibal ain't played. All right, we will go to Anthony.
Ooh,
Anthony,
captain of the Can't Go Back All-Stars, king of the favelas. Brother doesn't have a right foot, but we don't care about that right now.
Yeah, man, he the favela fellow.
Favela fella, hello. 8.
Saying 8. I think it's fair. Considering he scored, did he score in his first 3 games?
Yeah, something like that. And then
something crazy. And he's still getting assists and being a constant outlet. I think an 8's fair. I think he's like, he's been missed. When he hasn't played, you see the difference.
Yeah, we've missed him. We have missed him. That's a fact.
I'd say 8. The chat's saying between 7 and 8. So we'll go 8. I'm with that. Marcus Rashford.
He gets a 7. Well, shit.
He has been playing out of position and he has been effective at it. I probably would have said 7.5, but I'm not mad at a 7.
Yeah, 7.5 is fair for me because it's like,
that's not in the chat, people. Go on.
With the amount of opportunities that he gets, he should be doing more. He really should be doing more. I think that he's been a revelation of the manager. And that might be because he's gotten a bit more healthier since those surgeries that he's had as well.
Yeah. And having a coach like you stated.
And having a coach is just it makes the biggest difference, man. It really does. Shit. I'll go 7 because he's been better than Bruno. He's been better.
He's definitely been better than Bruno.
Yeah.
And what did we give Bruno?
6.
Yeah, he's been better than Bruno. So it's a 7 minimum, 100%. Yeah. I would say he's been at least good. I would say overall. As he had
he's been our best attack. He's been our most consistent attacking option.
Outside of Anthony, and Anthony's not played all the games. So I would say, and he's played our position.
Yeah.
Nah, James. He starts every game and barely scores no high. You can't just put it on him barely. Like, that's context. Him playing out of position as well. So to hit him with he barely scores and that, like, I'm taking that into consideration in terms of him playing out of position. Man's not a striker.
Yeah, he's just most scary attacker. I would say so. I would between him, Anthony, and Martial, I think those are our 3 scariest. And brother, Martial FC. I didn't speak on that in the Ronaldo part of this. Martial FC. We have arrived. We waited for a time like this for our brother to ball like this.
Oh, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to that.
Martial FC. Hello. All right, we'll get to it. We'll keep it at him.
I'm looking at it, man. Man's scored. So he's 14 games, 4 in. So he's played 14 games in the league, scored 4 goals. Europa League, he's 3 and 4. So he's 8 from 19. That's a good return.
Yeah, I ain't know it was like that.
That's a good return, yeah. 8 from 19. So to say he's hardly scored, like that's a fantastic return.
Yeah.
For a wide player or someone playing out of position. Like 8 from 19.
He is out for wide, but the problem is like
It's a good return.
You know what's crazy? He might actually still play left wing.
I like that though. Him and Garnacho was fighting for that spot.
But then there's Sancho.
Sancho and Anthony could fight for the right hand side.
Right? He might have,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because the strikers are one thing that we have to address. But
we'll get there. So Rashford, we saying 7.5.
7.5. I won't argue.
Okay. Jadon Sancho.
This one hurts.
Yeah, this one hurts me as well.
No, James Jones. We're
not saying. Yeah, we understand. Yeah, we understand you want elite players, but what we're saying is we're not judging him off elite players. We're talking about the level he's been at. And to me, this season he's been good. I can't say he's been bad overall. Has he had bad games? Yes.
Right.
But Rashford overall has been good. Right. 8 from 19 is a good return. What he does for this team this season so far has been good. Has it been great? No, but it's been good. Yeah, Sancho, I would say, I think they're 4 below average. I would have said 3. I think he's been poor. I think he's been poor. Ever since we did the break, me and Saeed did this show. And that was, I think it was after we scored the goal against Leicester, we scored the goal against Liverpool. He was playing well. Ever since then, not really much, minus the assist against, I think it was Omonia in the late one. That was it. I would have said 3. Well, man, I'm saying 4. I'll let you be the deciding vote, Eddie. Because it seems to be 3 to 5 is the general consensus.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I think that's appropriate. Like, listen, people. Probably the biggest Jadon Sancho fan on this channel. One of them, at least. But his production has gotten to the point where it has to be the thing that we're looking at the most. Like, I understand watching games.
Yeah, he did. And before you continue, James assisted, but was it Sheriff? One of them home games anyway. He played a key part in Scott McTominay scoring that late goal.
Yeah.
If he don't play that, because he could lay that pass back, he checked twice. That's good play. But I'm saying a 3. But sorry, go on, carry on. Eddie.
No. That's a great point. That gets asked what I'm saying. Like, he's had the moments where you see what he can offer, but those have been come as much as the moments where you're trying to find out where the hell he is on the pitch. Like, it's just a swing. So I'll go 5 because he's a part of that bunch that just haven't been producing for me. Like, he usually there's 5s and below just have not been producing. That's how I put. Like, if you're a 5, you're average, you're not producing. Like, if you're average, that's not producing to me, especially when you're the type of player that we expect you to be, right? We expected you to be part of this young generation that was going to lead us back. And now people are talking about Garnacho getting the 7 instead of you. Garnacho. 2 goals, Garnacho. That's what we talking about. So, again, I got to give him that. I can't.
So you're saying a 5. I said a 3, so we're me in the middle of the rating.
4.
I'd say 4.
4. There we go.
We'll say 4. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll say 4 just because of that begin. Like, he did play well at some point during the season, but since that time, I haven't seen enough. But I don't want to give him, less than a Maguire and a Lindelof, because I think they've been worse. That's my thing with that.
You think? I don't think Lindelof's been worse than him. Maguire, you can argue. I don't think Lindelof's been worse than him. I think they've been similar. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I would say he has been below average, and it is for his standard as well. I don't expect much from Maguire and Lindelof. You know what I'm saying? Why did you rate them last season? Rate who last season? What are you talking about, my Wooly? Rate who last season?
Yeah,
you said what?
I'm gonna leave that comment alone because
we always get people coming over talking. I don't know
in English. I want to hope, so I'm gonna leave that there.
Yeah, we'll just let that slide. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's talking about or what got said. All right, even though he's not played too much, Martial, I think he's played enough to get rated. Let me check. Actually, I'm gonna double check that.
I'm gonna go 6.
I'm gonna check that.
Injuries have been his issue all this time, but then he comes in and he gets goals or he creates goals.
He's been on the pitch I'm thinking he's played well. Every game he's just not played well. He's just not played often.
That's why I can't
I can't remember him having a bad game. That's why I probably would have went 7.
7?
Because I don't remember him having a bad game. It would be higher, but he's just I'm looking there. Yeah, because how many games has he played? Let me see. Have a look. I'm having a look right now. See, he's played 5 league games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've got 2 goals, and then he's 1-1 in the League Cup and 1-1 in Europe. So he's 4-7.
4-7.
4-7, 4 goals and 7 in all comps.
4-7, actually. Yeah, I'm shout out to Chris. We'll give him a 7. We'll give him a 7.
I think a 7.
4-7 is outrageous.
Yeah, he's got 4 goals in 7 games in all comps. 2
with the assists as well. I think he has 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's got assists. Well, he's played. We just not played often enough. Otherwise, I would have given him higher than a 7.
Yeah,
but when we're talking, we're not talking availability. We're talking about when he's played. We're talking solely when he's been on the pitch, and when he's played and been on the pitch, he's played well. But I can't give him no higher than a 7. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, Donny played 7 games and didn't get rated though. That is fair, James. That is fair.
Well, if you want that, he gets ready to get some 4-2.
Yeah, we can give Donny a 4.
Yeah,
because Martial has played well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll give him a 4.
So we can give Donny a 4.
Yeah.
Let's give Donny a 4 and Martial a 7. I'm with that. With the 3 assists as well. Well, that's first. I think Martial 7. All right, last but definitely not least, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Not involved. Not involved. We have moved on as a club. We are currently looking at our legal options against Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo. So not involved. Not involved. But, you know, if this is off the record, probably would give this brother a negative.
I said negative 7.
Yeah, negative trillion. Negative trillion. Yeah.
Negative.
Just because the fuck are we doing? Like, what are you doing out here? You got us looking bad. You like football alone, you got us looking bad out here, my boy. Like, people really think we a joke because of you. That's why I think we like, they think we a joke because of you. Everybody else is doing their thing. It's like, again, y'all seen that meme of the 3 golden dragons? There's the one looking rough, there's the one looking tough, and there's one looking like he don't belong there.
Yeah, the goofy one. Yeah.
You get on the pitch, you look slow. You get on the ball, you can't control it. You get an opportunity to score, you don't score. You are an anti-striker. You are the complete opposite of what a striker is supposed to be. You don't even press. Okay, Rula, fair enough. But what I'm saying is, in the context of how we've looked this season, people have said this season. People have said Martinez, Delo, and all these players are looking like they actually know what they're doing. And then we have to talk about Ronaldo.
I would say just in terms of his performances on the pitch, people. So this is all the outside stuff forgotten. For some performances on the pitch, been poor, man. He's a 3. I'll give him a 3. Been poor.
Perfect.
Outside of the Everton game, Arsenal game, they're the only 2 games you can say he was 7 out of 10 or above. Every single game, to me, he's been 5 out of 10 or less. And that's me being generous. From 6 Europa League games, the Brentford game, the Newcastle game, all his stats. I would say a 3. I think he's been poor this season. Very poor. I would say.
Man, I can't even front, bro. Like, this dude is something else. This dude really is something else. Because again, if you were getting the job done, we'd sit here and be like, "Damn, I wonder what happened between him and the manager that doesn't want to play him anymore." Other clubs would be like, "Damn, you know what? We could probably do it with Ronaldo at our squad." Now they're like, "Oh, we realize why he ain't playing. We understand that. We understand it completely." Scrub is scrub-like behavior, Instagram thought behavior. If you want to keep it on the pitch, I'm with you lockstep, a 3. Definitely been our worst player on the pitch when he plays. And it's not even close. That's with Harry Maguire and Lindelof out there. He's been the worst one. It's that simple.
I hear you. Ty's the same worst player. Of course, James is going to say 4. I think worst player. That's why I gave him a 3. The only other player I gave a 3 to was Sancho. I think those 2 have been our worst. 100%. Shout out Timos is flawless. How did Bainesy take the Ronaldo criticism? I've not spoke to him, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. He's probably still trying to like win little battles and say, "Oh, he was right about Rangnick and he was right about the Glazers." And
they all doing that. They all doing that. Like
trying to get little wins in it, trying to get little crumbs of comfort.
Little wins. Like if it was any other player, they wouldn't stand for this shit. That's what I'm talking. That's the inconsistency we got to talk about, people.
Well, he's dusted. So I'd say free for Ronaldo. I'd say free. 100%. Big up to Chelsea Rangers. You said this earlier. You said the way Ryan told Jan to mute her mic and you cracked me up big time. Oh, that was hilarious on Shameless FC when Ryan told Jan mute your mic. I was dying, yo.
It's hilarious.
I was dying, man. I said, "What are you talking about? Oh, you need to mute your mic." It was, Ruger. Here's the thing: yes, I've said this before. He was right about Rangnick, but I just don't want to hear from you. That's a crumb of comfort because I understand where the whole interview is coming from. You didn't need to do the interview full stop. Yeah. That's why I give no credit for anything within that interview.
He deserves it
from a selfish place. That's why when people are cooking him, I'm not defending him. Go on, Eddie. What are you saying?
He deserves absolutely none of it.
Thanks.
People, here's the thing, people, and it might take some things in life for you to experience to get to this kind of understanding. When certain people tell you certain things that sound true, it's because they're objectively true. Yeah. Everybody knew that Ralf Rangnick had not been a manager at this scale. If you think they thought Rangnick was going to be the one to carry them across the line at top 4, you're sadly mistaken. In my opinion, Murtaugh wanted a diagnosis of this club and what they need to do to push it moving forward. So Rangnick just held a place, looked at the day-to-day, got the best kind of view of an entire football operation when you get the best view when you're the manager. Because the office is looking for you, the sporting department is looking at you, and so are the players. They're looking at your vision and what you want to see done. Rangnick was just there to get a diagnostic. Like he's not everybody knew he could not manage at this level. But I don't think the Glazers were already going to have to pay that other clown as much money as they owed him. So it made sense. Now we sit here with Ten Hag, and pretty much all the signings we've got are pretty much writing off of Rangnick's and Ten Hag's cheat sheet. That's pretty much it.
Thanks.
No, they trust me. If you don't think like Ten Hag was of conversation, was given legitimacy by Rangnick being in that office, he might not have put the pen to paper. He might not listen, I don't care what they've been telling you. They're going to say they didn't talk to Rangnick because, they just fired him. They have to save face in this also. If it was up to them, I guarantee you we'd have Pochettino.
Probably. And look, see how things work out. If we would have got Poch, we would have not got Ten Hag and wouldn't be in a position we're in now. That's how I look at it.
Exactly.
The Ralph's appointment I didn't mind, but like I stated at the time, and I'll state this again, Eddie mentioned it. He was supposed to diagnose the squad and then go upstairs. That should have been a part of the deal.
That was it.
Manage, and in the end of the season, you go into not a consultancy role, but like a genuine role with power at the club. But the club had no idea, because when the club hired Rangnick, they had no idea of going to get Ten Hag. Like they should have got, if they were going to do that with Rangnick, go get someone Rangnick can work with or have that, but they didn't plan ahead. That's the issue I have with that. 100%. And before we close out, just get to a couple of things as well. Talengan tweet says, Anthony's been good getting hate, Sancho been poor getting defended. Why is that United fans? From who? You gotta see that. You lot in the comments, not the regulars. Or Lengan tweet is here often. You have to be much more specific when you say things. I'm all for, me and Eddie will answer any question. We ain't Ronaldo, we don't duck smoke, we ain't running from the grind. But when you ask questions, you have to be specific, just so we can answer, because I'm confused by this. Who's Anthony been getting hate from, and who's Sancho been getting defended by? Like, you have to be much more specific, so then we can answer the question. And so Maruli says, again, we'll go back to this. Why did you rate them last season? Rate who last season? What are we talking about? Please, I'd love to see this because people drop in. Not you, Langan Sweet, but I'm talking to Maruli here. Never seen him before. He might not be new here, but your name is not recognizable. Big up though. Who are you talking about? And bump up the likes as well, people. Bump up the likes and subscribe to the channel as well. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell. From some United fans. Which United fans? Who's
don't
saying
pay him
this?
any attention. Don't pay him any attention.
Yeah, like who are you talking about? Exactly. Are you talking me? Are you talking Eddie? Are you talking both of us? Are you talking someone in the chat? Are you talking a fellow panelist? Are you talking on Twitter? Are you talking on Instagram? Like, you have to be specific. Some United fans rate Cristiano Ronaldo still and think that he's the be-all and end-all. Fans have different opinions. So to answer your question, that's what it is. Some fans are wide off the mark. Some fans will tell you Harry Maguire and Lindelof are good enough. Some fans will tell you Scott McTominay is good enough. Some fans will tell you Bruno's good enough. Some fans will tell you Ronaldo's good enough. I disagree with every single statement. Disagree with every single. Some fans will tell you Luke Shaw's good enough. Disagree with that. Some fans will tell you De Gea's good enough. Disagree with that. So what are we talking about? Like, please be specific. Yeah, no United fan. I've not seen any United fan hate Anthony. That's the crazy part. Also from Twitter and TikTok. That's just people giving their opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, don't worry about that one, boss. Don't worry about that one.
That's just people giving their opinion.
I don't got a Twitter for that reason, boss. I don't want to see opinions like that out there. So yeah, the Twitter, and again, people, United fan base is, other than Madrid, Barcelona, the biggest in the world. So in that case, you're gonna have all crazy kinds of opinions.
Yeah, so, James says some fans will say Martial is back. I disagree with that too. Exactly.
I'm saying goal and assist in 7 games and we can't get excited. Come on now, James.
But relying on Martial is no good. I've said this. Go and sign 3 strikers. I've been done with Martial. We need 3 strikers. 3 people. As much as I rate him as a player, he can't stay fit. So it's a wrap. I'm saying same way at the start of the season, James thought Ronaldo was the be all and end all. He thought he was going to be successful. People just giving opinions. Anthony skipped training and refused to play games for us just to stay fit. You guys wouldn't have a convo about that though, because it's not Ronaldo. Big up. You got to bring it up. Don't do that. Don't come with this passive aggressive shit. Don't do that.
Don't do that. You think I would put
don't do that.
Anthony and Ronaldo in the same conversation?
Don't do that. Z, don't do that because you've been here often enough. What don't we discuss? I'm saying. What don't we discuss? Don't ever do that. You know what I'm saying in that. Don't disrespect. We talk about everything. Oh, you wouldn't talk about that though. Ask us a question. I'm saying don't do that, Z.
Conversation, Z. I'll tell you this simply. I would have done the same thing Anthony did. I wish Sadio Mane had done that. That way he could be playing for Senegal right now.
Yeah, I can't criticize a player for doing something that I understand. I disagree with it, but I understand. What did Winter Soldier? Was it Falcon? Was it Falcon when he's on the plane? And he said, yo, he might be out of order, but he's right.
He's right.
I understand. Z. So don't say, oh, you won't talk about that though, because it's not Ronaldo.
No, hey, time to shine. Time to shine. Let me tell you this right now. If he did that,
yeah, let's say hypothetically he did.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I understand it. I understand it.
Yeah, no worries, Z. It's all good. You did say you guys wouldn't, but you're not talking about fairs. We don't miss anything. That's all I'm saying. We can disagree and agree on things. That's to everyone. But yeah. Yeah, Alam, of course, like I don't duck anything, favorite player or not, because I'm a Manchester United FC stan. I'll stand players. But if he did that, do I like the fact he did that? No. But do I understand it? Yes.
It's not, and again, it's not his fault they decided to have a fucking World Cup in Qatar. Motherfuckers want to go. I'll go down there during the summer. Y'all ain't seen heat. Let me tell you that right now, brother. That Qatari heat is different.
Yeah, I seen the England players. There's a clip of the England players look like they're struggling.
They gonna struggle.
Yeah, they look like they're struggling. They look like they're struggling in that Qatari heat. Not gonna lie, no one even mentioned about Ronaldo missing the last 2 games. Anyway, it's been everything else that people. Yeah, because of the interview, James. It's been like that's all been an afterthought. Like even the Garnacho scoring. Oh shit, we didn't rate Garnacho. Last one, Garnacho. I almost forgot. Player rating. I think he's been very good. I think he's been very.
How many games has he played?
1 sec, I'll check now.
Can't have been that much. I don't think he's been out there that much.
Yeah, but in the games he's played, he's had impact in all of them. Very similar to Martial. It's like, yo, you've had an impact in all the games.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm saying.
Let me see. I'm having a look right now. Oh, give me a sec.
Oh, there you go, Chris. On that nonsense.
Yeah. So he's played 3 games, 1 goal in the league, and he's played 4 in Europe and 1 goal. That's just his goals.
Just his goals.
So he played enough.
He had 2 assists in the. Didn't he start in the Fulham match?
No, he came off the bench.
Came off the bench for that goal.
Came off the bench, yeah, for the goal.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Of course, Garnacho can get rated higher than Bruno if needs be. What did we give Bruno a 6? Garnacho's been good. He's not had a bad game.
He looks better on
matches
than Bruno.
Yeah, he's not had a bad game. I'd give him a 7. I think he's been good. He's been good.
Yeah, 6 to 7. Because I think he provided, and for me, he's perfect as a sub right now. And I'll explain why, people.
Yeah, go on.
When it gets to that 65th minute and brother's legs start talking to him, Garnacho is the last person you want to see on that pitch. He got the mentality, he got the energy. He's kind of like the Bruno energy type, the Martinez energy type.
He's played enough, James, man. He's played enough. Started 3 league games. I played in 3 league games and played 4 Europa League games.
He's played enough. He's played enough. Yeah,
I'd go. We rated Johnny. You know what I'm saying? He played 7. We rated Martial. So I think a 7 is fair. He's not had a bad game. Without him, we don't beat Sociedad. We don't beat Fulham. All right, the Sociedad game, not as much as impact, but definitely the Fulham game. It's had an impact in every game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, every game he's played. Maybe not every game, but most games he's played, definitely. And then the last couple games he's played, he's been one of the better players on the pitch. For what he's shown, and he just got player of the month. I think he only had a couple games, though, so yeah. But
like he just won player of the month. There's a reason for that. So we can't say he's not had an impact. He just got player of the month. So he's had an impact.
Yeah, he's played better than Bruno when he's been out there, bro. It's not that tough.
He's played well. He's been good. It's been good. What are we talking about? Shit. Alanga's played 10 matches. Fuck. In the league.
Listen.
And he's played 2 in Europe. Jeez.
You know what? For being a good company, man, I gave him a 4. I'll be nice. I'll give him a 4.
All right, cool. We'll just bypass that. But yeah, that's cool. I think that's fair. Yeah, right, that's fair.
I think that's everything.
Yeah. And that's it. I was just going to say to Chris, who mentioned that, like, Rance is my bro. That's my guy. He's helped put me on. He's helped me make peace. Don't ask me about any of his thoughts or opinions. You know what I'm saying? The opinions of Rance are the opinions of Rance. Don't ask me, you didn't like what he said, or, you know what I'm saying, or this and that. If that's the case, take that up with him. I don't speak. He's a grown man. I don't speak for him. Same way I don't speak for Eddie. I'll let Eddie speak for himself. I'll let Rance speak for himself. Bruno is not Eric Cantona.
Nah, he's
cut
joking.
That shit out right now.
He's joking. He's joking.
Cut that shit right out now, Z.
I know he's joking. I know he's joking.
Without Bruno, this season would have been far worse. Is what it is. But we're going individuals. We're not saying on the team. Hey, James, you're on this Bruno thing. I don't rate Bruno.
James, listen, let me tell you something.
I think he's been good.
Tell you something.
I think he's been good.
I would walk across the Atlantic, or at least try to, if I could replace Bruno with James Maddison today.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely take Maddison. I just said that.
So Bruno is not our end all be all. If anything, it's the system before some of these players. Our end all be all is probably Martinez, Varane, Delo. Because those three.
What did we give Bruno a 6?
Yeah, I gave him a 6.
That's fair, man. We saying he's been above average. That's a fair assessment. What's wrong with that? Only saying that Garnacho's been good and he's been above average. He's been above average. We can't take away from he's had poor performances. That adds into it. When we're talking the amount of games we played, yes, he's played well in certain games, but he's played poor in certain games. The Fulham game, he wasn't good. We can't take that away. You know what I'm saying? I even hate Bruno. I just don't rate him like that. But he's been better this season.
Shout out Ian.
Hey, big up Ian, man. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Be like Ian. You know what I'm saying? Be like Ian. 100%. But yeah, I'm just not. But he has been good, but then he's been bad in certain games. Can't dispute that. Yes, Z. I've been saying this for the longest. Bruno's not good enough for us. That's obvious.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the more you play, the more chances you will have of having a bad game. That's if you're playing bad, because the whole conversation about Martial was he's not played enough, but he's played well. Varane, who we gave a 7 to, if he plays more, we would have said get higher. So you can't have it both ways. If you play more, does it give you more opportunity to play bad? But it also gives you more opportunity to play well. Martial played more, he'd be higher or lower than what he is. Bruno's like, I don't get in it. He's average at best.
This is the question for James. Has Delo played as much, or maybe even more than Bruno?
Facts. Yes. Probably around the same. Well, and Dalot's been very good. Telling you.
That's what it is. So that whole I haven't been playing. Yeah.
It's just not good. That's why the more he plays, you see his inconsistencies. That's what it is.
No, but your point was the more you play, the more chances you will have at playing a bad game.
Yes,
we're saying that's not an excuse.
Yes, that's not a reason.
Delo has been playing as much, if not more, than Bruno, and he's always played well, maybe one game. But the amount of bad games Bruno has is probably more than a little more, or even to half of the games he's been terrible in.
Facts. And Ruger, we gave him a 6. So that's above average. We gave him a 6. I'm just saying I think his overall ability is like average, but he's been above average this season. So we gave him a 6. So you're in agreement with me. He's not much better than average, but he's not average, so he's above average. That's a 6. But we move. No. Z saying, okay, then take Bruno out of the team. You replace him with Donny. You see the impact when Bruno plays for us. Look versus Villa. That's why we need to buy new players. That's why. Bruno's not good enough. Donny's not good enough. So you go and sign new players. Same way with McTominay and Fred. You know what we did? Went and signed Casemiro and Eriksen. Lindelof and Maguire are not good enough. So we went and signed Martinez. That's what you're supposed to do. You go and sign new players. Guys who play less than 5 games having a higher rating doesn't sit right with me, but that's your opinion anyway. He's played more than 5 games. Garnacho's played more. You just like Bruno, James. That's what it is. Same way you just like Ronaldo, so you're gonna try and get any slim pickings or crumbs of comfort. I'm saying
you a hell of an attorney. You're a hell of an attorney, James. If you ever try to go in that profession.
Like Garnacho's played over 5 games. He's played 4 Europa League games and 3 in the Premier League. He's played 7.
Nah, listen, Z. You just being in the chat, engaging with us is pleasing enough, brother. We do this shit on the regular. Like let's not act like, oh, everybody's heard in this process. But as we talking about football, we going back and forth with it. It's nothing. It's nothing. I don't like Bruno. Hell no. I don't know, James.
I don't know, man. I think objective is fair. I think a 6 for Bruno is fair. He's had some good games. He's had poor games. So I think above average is fair. I think he's fair. People forget he played in certain games. People talk about that Villa game. He played the game before. And we were awful against Sociedad. We played against Sociedad the game before, and he was awful. One of the worst players on the pitch. It's really hard to please you, man. I swear. Yes, because I have high standards for my football club. Yes, Z, it is hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Yes. It is hard. It is tough to please me from a footballing perspective. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because you moving like a Bruno stan, James. That's why. I don't get why you die on that hill of someone who's played
He does not deserve, bro. He does not deserve your fandom that much.
At best, he's played a 7 out of 10 this season. At best. So I don't get why you die on the hill, but we move. I don't get it, but you died on the Ronaldo hill. So, you know, that was a strange hill to die on. So we move. We've seen how that's gone. What would I give Bruno on his career out of 10 at United? Probably a 6. Probably a 6. Above average. Because he's put up good numbers. He's had impact. I'd say a 6. I don't know enough about Sabitzer. Daredevil.
Yeah.
I don't know enough. I've not watched Sabitzer enough to say, yeah, bring him into the football club.
I'd take Musiala. But, you know, me and half the world would, honestly.
Man has been playing out of his heart for this club and still get standard more than... What do you mean playing out of his... You're supposed to... I'm not giving you credit for what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, man, that's standard. Like I said...
you're supposed to play out of your heart for the football club.
If you don't, that's why you get low numbers.
Facts. So basically what you're saying to is he runs around a lot.
That's what it says. That's what it's a try hard.
It's a try
hard with an occasional goal, people. It's very simple to me. He's a try hard with an occasional goal. He's a Super Saiyan try hard because, again, some tryhards take breaks. Bruno won't take breaks, but he still fucks off the game every now and again. That's where I'm at with him. So, people, y'all can have the Bruno Hill. I'm gonna be on my side of Marshall FC, and we can coexist peacefully. It's not that deep, people. It's not that deep.
Who would you guys want in January as a striker? No strikers stand out. What I would say is I want a Martial profile. I like that profile, that Firmino, Martial, João Felix type. In terms of that's one. But then also I want a PMP guy as well. So they're the two. That's the mix. I want someone who can drop short, link up the play, and do all that type of stuff. Like I said, like a Firmino in his pump, like a Martial, like a João Felix, but then also bring me a PMP guy as well.
Yeah.
That's me personally. But then again, I don't know the type of striker Ten Hag wants because we haven't seen him sign one yet. Once he signs one, we'll get an idea.
We'll get a better idea. That's for sure. Yeah, with me, I don't know what the Ivan Toney situation is going to look like, especially with this situation. But that's the type of player that I think we should be looking for. I just think that, yeah, man, he's different gravy. Like he's a monster, bro. Happy birthday, Ian. Shout out to you.
Ian. Happy birthday, man. Enjoy.
Yeah. Let me think. I'd like to steal somebody from somewhere in the Prem, maybe on a backup thing. But I'm looking at the strikers down at the bottom of it, and it's just nothing really stands out for me. No, Mitrovic, I'm cool off of it.
Yeah, I don't want Mitrovic. Give me somebody who's more mobile and quick. He has to have pace. Whoever the striker is, he's got to be able to shift. Whether he's quick or whether he's electric, has to have pace.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. Sesko definitely would be up on that list, people.
I hear that. But we're going to close out, people. We are going to close out. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Like I said, this is the last ManDem United before the World Cup. Check out the upcoming live stream section. Maybe back tonight, but if we're not back tonight for a Sarcasm City TV special, because I had to cancel one, unfortunately, but we may be back tonight with a Sarcasm City TV special. But whether we are, whether we're not, Saturday, you'll get the World Cup preview. So I'll be back with the whole gang, Eddie, Alam's in the chat, the rest of the ManDem. We'll all be talking all things World Cup. And then Sunday, you'll get the first World Cup watch-along, people, starting at 3:30 p.m. UK time. 30 minutes before kickoff, 3:30 p.m. UK time. The game we've all been waiting for, Qatar versus Ecuador. You know what I'm saying? Two mammoth footballing nations that we all can't wait for.
Until I'm a man of football, I'm going to want to watch the first game of the World Cup. But this is what they fucking do to me, dog.
This is what they gave us in that. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. It's terrible. So, Qatar, Ecuador, 3:30 p.m. I was saying we will. And then, obviously, don't worry, people. During the World Cup, you will still get the Q&As. So Sunday nights, Wednesday nights, you will still get the Q&As. You'll still get the occasional basketball game, but the ManDem United podcast, all the mixed shows will stop just during the World Cup period. Fan calling shows as well. Fan calling shows, and we will bring back pro clubs as well during that period, people. Hey, Ruger, you're here now. That's all that matters, man. You know what I'm saying? You're here now. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out www.thelatesttrends.net, people. Thelatesttrends.net, people. It's an online clothing store, designer clothing. It's got footwear as well, male and female, and they've got brands from Givenchy, Jordans, Off-White, Palms Angels, Versace, plus more, all at cheaper prices as well. So check that out, www.thelatesttrends.net. Also on Instagram as well, thelatesttrends.net. But if you're following me on Instagram, that's me, Flawless, you can find it. Just look through my followers and it will pop up. Make sure you go follow Eddie on IG as well at Steady Much. Big up to everyone who be listening to these episodes on the SoundCloud as well, Spotify, iTunes, audio. Eddie, anything you want to add before we close out?
No, man, love for all this. Every time, love for the opportunity. Z, to answer your question, if I'm back in the U.S., I'm back in Iran. I want Iran to be first in the group. And I think who else?
Wales.
I want Iran and Wales to go through.
There you go. That tells you all you need to know.
That's it. But yeah, appreciate everybody in the chat. All y'all, if I could read them out right now. No, I'm not going to do that. But y'all know it's always love with me. Make sure y'all pop up again. If you haven't subscribed, please do.
Yes.
We got Twitch coming. We got all that shit coming. So yeah, appreciate you too, El Jefe. You know what it is.
Man. Love every time, Eddie, man. Love doing these shows. And you'll see Eddie, and like I said, everyone else during the World Cup. You're gonna see everybody's gonna pop back up during the World Cup. Man. It's literally 4 games a day, people, and the aim is to do every single game of the World Cup. That is the aim. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.
Go Iran.